Very pleasant good evening and welcome everyone to Eagles Gymnasium on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for exciting NCCAA men's basketball. This afternoon's matchup features the Bobcats from Pasco-Hernando State College versus your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Before we begin, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand for prayer and our national anthem. Lord Father, we thank you for bringing us here together this afternoon and blessing these young men with the talents that they're about to give back to you. We ask you to protect every player on this court, keep him free from harm or injury. We ask you to take care of the Bobcats on their travels home this evening, Lord. Put your protection around their team bus, Father, and every word, action, and deed in this gymnasium today be glorifying to you. In your name we pray. Amen. And now for the starting lineups. First, the visiting Bobcats of Pasco-Hernando State College. 6'7" sophomore forward from Tampa, Florida, number 10, Daniel DeReese. 6'2" sophomore guard from Tallahassee, Florida, number 12, Marion Jones. A 6'4" freshman forward from Port St. Lucie, Florida, number 20, Reggie Provolone. A 6'3" freshman guard from Port St. Lucie, Florida, number 23, Nemuel Robinson. And a 6'3" sophomore guard from Tampa, Florida, number 24, Christian Anderson. And the Bobcats are coached by Mr. Michael Jones in his 7th year out of Pasco-Hernando and Florida State University. He is assisted by Mr. Larry Bem, a member of the New York State Hall of Fame, and Mr. Mick O'Neill. And now the starting lineup for your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. A 6-foot guard, senior from Kissimmee, Florida, number 2, Marquise Duncanson. A 6'3" freshman guard from Jacksonville, Florida, number 3, Parrish Hobdy. A 5'11" freshman guard from Tallahassee, Florida, number 11, Chris Pham. A 6'7" sophomore center from Jennings, Florida, number 12, D.W. Lewis. 6'3" freshman forward from Port Charlotte, Florida, number 24, Sam Battle. The Eagles are coached this afternoon by Mr. Karim Shepard in his 7th year out of Southern University in Louisiana. He is assisted by Mr. Jeremy Bowles and Mr. Chip Gauss. The officials for this afternoon's game are Mr. Gio Insignaris, Mr. Sean Johnson, and Mr. Fred Mosley. And I'm Ray Bureau bringing you the action here on YouTube TBC Eagles. Dean Bureau is back with us here this afternoon, and this ball game is just about ready to get underway. D.W. Lewis against Daniel DeReese. Ball is up in the air, and we are underway. The Bobcats wearing the road blacks and the Eagles wearing the home whites. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College for men's basketball here this afternoon. And the first basket of the ball game scored by Christian Anderson. Pasco-Hernando State College is 6-11 overall on the season, coming off a 98-75 win over a very tough NAIA Florida College just 2 nights ago. Three-pointer from the corner from Parrish Hobney does not go, and it's rebounded by Marion Jones. Bobcats are 0-1 in the NJCAA Division II Region 8 competition, which features Florida Gateway College, and that three-pointer from the corner from Nemuel Robinson makes it a quick 5-0 lead for the Bobcats. Pasco-Hernando defeated Trinity Baptist 69-64 back on November 22nd. The Bobcats averaged 72 points per game and allow 84 as a team. Pasco-Hernando shoots 66% from the field, 36% from three-point range. There's a three-pointer from Marquise Duncanson. He buries it, and it's 5-3, and the Bobcats are 66% from the free throw line. Very, very similar to the numbers of Trinity Baptist College. Meanwhile, a three-pointer out of the hands of Jones, no good. Marquise Duncanson chases that one down across the court. Marquise with that three a moment ago, just 30 points shy now of a career total of 1,000. That was point number 970. That's D.W. Lewis tying the game from the side. Well, the Bobcats scored 5 on a deuce and a 3, and the Eagles have come back and scored it on a 3 and a deuce, tying us up at 5, less than 2 minutes into the ball game. Tell you about the Eagles in just a moment. Bounce pass, and outside the lane, a two-point shot from DeReese, no good. And Duncanson will bring it up the court for Trinity Baptist College, who has a record of 3-10 so far on the season. It's the official record for the Eagles. Chris Pham misses everything, and this one goes out of bounds. Eagles have won 2 of their last 3, including a huge South Region win over Pensacola Christian this past Tuesday night. Eagles are coming off an 89-48 loss to Florida Gateway on Thursday night, and over on the baseline, out of bounds, as Marion Jones stepped on the baseline, giving the ball right back to the Eagles. Trinity Baptist is 1-1 in South Region play. They defeated Pensacola this past Tuesday, and their loss came to Bob Jones University. 8 of the 9 remaining games after today are all within the South Region. And just like the Bobcats, Eagles have very similar numbers shooting from the field. There's a 3 from Chris Pham, a little bit too short, and rebounded by Pasco-Hernandez. Bobcats work it up court very quickly. Three-pointer in and out. W. Lewis pulls this one down for the Eagles, who average 67 points per game, allowing 77. That ball stolen away. Provolone with the steal and a very quick transition up the court, and the basket is good to put the Bobcats back out in front. Nemuel Robinson with the bucket, giving him 5 of the 7 on the board for the Bobcats. Battle gives it up to Pham. The Eagles work it up top to Duncanson. An NBA range 3. And Duncanson 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. The Eagles are shooting about 30% from three-point range. That's just gone up with a couple of threes from Duncanson as Lewis pulls down the rebound. Eagles are 41% from the field on the season and 77% from the free throw line. Battle goes inside, contact, no call. A rebound and another quick transition. This is DeReese making contact with Duncanson, and again, no call, but the ball goes out of bounds. And Joel Delos Santos will check in for Chris Pham. Coach John Jones unable to make it this afternoon. He expects to be back next Thursday when the Eagles go to Trinity College of Florida. So Mr. Karim Shepard running the offense and the head coaching duties for Trinity Baptist this afternoon. He is the associate head coach for Mr. John D. Jones. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau on the camera. Thanks for joining us here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. 8-7, the Eagles lead. 15:55 and counting. Lewis from the side gets the basket. That is his second. He and Duncanson have combined for the 10 points on the board. It is 10-7. 15:43 and counting left in the first half. A lot of basketball this afternoon still coming your way. From the side and missing everything. A second chance is good. An excellent job by Nemuel Robinson. Right there to put the ball back in the bucket and pull the Bobcats to within a point. Very tight ball game back in November. Bobcats won that game by 5, 69-64. That one was back and forth the entire way, and Trinity Baptist this afternoon looking to even up the season series. And again, the Eagles are about to play 8 of their 9 remaining games, all in the South region, a region in which any of the 7 teams could come out on top. Very well, evenly matched and very competitive NCCAA Division II South region. Ball stripped away. Bobcats work it up court. And a layup, no good, off the glass, and Parrish Hobby gets over everybody. Jakari Randolph now on the court for Coach Shepard and the Eagles as we pass the 15-minute mark of the first half. Randolph for 3, long range, a little bit wide to the right. Pulled in by Christian Anderson, who averages 1.7 points per game. 2-pointer toe on the line, but the basket is good. That is Nemuel Robinson, already his 4th field goal, and one of those is a 3. Hobdy with the pass and the reception. The layup, though, does not go. Another very fast move up the court for the Bobcats. To the left corner and back up to the top of the arc. Anderson pulls up. That one hit the glass and the rim, but once again, Robinson right there to put it back in. 13-10, Bobcats lead, and Nemuel Robinson has 11 of those 13 points. Neither team has yet to commit a foul. Very good, clean opening as we are now at 13:43 and counting left in the first half. Shot clock at 10. Randolph to De Los Santos, goes inside and finds Hobdy over to the corner. Shot blocked by Reggie Provolone, and the Bobcats are looking to extend a current 3-point lead. And that's our first foul of the ball game. That's going to be a blocking foul called against Jakari Randolph. And that one was on the floor, so the Bobcats will inbound. George Tusha now checking in for Lewis. Bobcats 13, Eagles 10, 13:28 left in the half. Bobcats will inbound from the sideline with 24 seconds on the shot clock. Long 3-pointer. That one does not go. It was Marion Jones with the attempt. Now the Eagles could possibly tie the game with a 3-point play. De Los Santos hits Randolph in the corner. This one could tie it. It's off the rim. Tusha with the rebound. Duncanson wide open. NBA range 3. Looked good out of his hand, but hit off the rim and rolls out of bounds. And that'll go back over to Pasco-Hernando. Substitution will send Chris Pham in for Parrish Hobdy. Right at 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Next opportunity, we'll let you know what these two teams have in store after today's ball game. Bobcats lead by 3. This is a 2-point shot in between the high school and the college line. It does not go. Loose ball on the floor, grabbed by Robinson. Excellent pump fake to get around his defender, and Nemuel Robinson already with 13 points, and the Bobcats lead 15-10. Duncanson, already seen him take 3 long threes. He's made the first 2 of those. De Los Santos up the left side of the lane and is rejected by DeReese, who also pulls in the board. Anderson gets around Duncanson. A layup, though, does not go. Duncanson pulls down the rebound. Quick transition for the Eagles. Duncanson thought about the three, got inside the lane and drew the foul, and that looks like Robinson with his first. That is the call, Nemuel Robinson. That is team foul number 1. So each team now with one team foul. Again, a very good, clean, hard-fought opening for both teams. 11:56 left in the first half. A fast-paced action so far. The Eagles will inbound with 21 seconds on the shot clock. Bobcats are playing with 6 men, a number of them unable to make it all the way up here to Jacksonville this afternoon. The 6th man over on the sideline, now onto the court, is Tobias Compton. He's wearing number 1. He stands at 6'8". Lewis with the shot off the rim. 15-10, Bobcats looking to extend this 5-point lead. Anderson goes 1-on-3, misses the layup. Ball batted around and pulled in by Compton. That is Compton with the jumper from the left side of the lane and his first score of the night. He averages 3.3 points per game, and Pasco leads it 17-10. Shot clock down to 15. Knocked away by Compton. Pass up the left side of the court. Compton takes the pass right back, dishes it outside to Jones. Compton guarded by 2 inside the lane. He needs to watch that 3-second call, and that is the call against Tobias Compton. 3 seconds. That'll turn it over to the Eagles, who trail 17-10. Substitution for Coach Michael Jones. Robinson heads off. Back onto the court will be Daniel DeReese. It is DeReese, the leading scorer for Pasco-Hernandez at 13.1 points per game. Eagles are able to maintain possession. Lewis off the glass, does not go through, but he does draw the foul, and Lewis will be at the line. Foul called on Tobias Compton, his first, team foul number 2. And D.W. Lewis, he will shoot 2. Lewis with the first of 2. This one no good. On the season, Lewis a 67% free throw shooter. 16 out of now 25. And a substitution for the Bobcats will send Nemuel Robinson in and Marion Jones out. Free throw number 2 is a little bit too strong, and Anderson chases it down in the corner. Missed opportunity for the Eagles, and now Bobcats looking to capitalize, already leading by 7, and a foul will be called against George Tusha. That's his first, and a second team foul for the Eagles. 22 on the shot clock. Dwayne LeGrand checks in for D.W. Lewis. Anderson takes the inbound pass, and the Bobcats work it to the right sideline. Back to the left side. A lot of ball movement without it touching the floor, and now a bounce pass to Compton. Turnaround jumper is good. Tobias Compton, second basket, and a 9-point lead for the Bobcats at 19-10, and coming up on the midway point of the first half. LeGrand inside the paint, loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. It is Bobcats' ball. Already a 9-point lead for Pasco-Hernando. Looking to make it a double-digit lead. DeReese on the left side of the arc. Long pass all the way across the court. That is Robinson. Oh, check that. Reggie Prevalone with the three-pointer. And it's a 12-point lead now for the Bobcats. Again, they defeated a fantastic NAIA national championship team from just a couple years ago, the Falcons of Florida College. De Los Santos, a little too strong off the rim, and contact on the rebound effort. We'll see which player gets the call. That is going to be called against Pasco's Nemuel Robinson. That's number 2. And it is team foul number 3, so the Eagles will get a fresh 30 seconds to work with. 9:22 left in the half. Pasco leads 22-10. Tobias Compton. I believe it was Compton who was called for that last foul. We're going to double check that. Get a chance in a little bit. That's Tusha, a little too strong and pulled down by Daniel DeReese. Traveling violation against Nemuel Robinson. The Eagles will get the ball right back, trailing by 12. The foul was called against Reggie Prevalone. Still the third team foul for Pasco-Hernando. That is a first for Prevalone. 7 seconds to shoot. And a loose ball on the floor grabbed by Christian Anderson. And another quick transition by the Bobcats. Duncanson guarding Robinson. And Duncanson was able to force Robinson to redirect the shot off the rim, and then Marquise pulled in the rebound. Sam battle for 3. Off the rim, loose ball. Tusha has to make sure he doesn't roll with the ball and get called for the travel. That was Hobdy with the 3, and this one is out of bounds. Kenton Bibbs unavailable for today's ball game. Duncanson takes the long inbound pass, finds Tusha, runs the baseline, back up top to Duncanson for 3 off the front of the rim. And the Bobcats get the rebound and move it up court. Pull-up jumper, a little too strong, and Parrish Hobdy pulls down the rebound. Ball stolen away, the layup no good, and Parrish Hobdy will get called for the foul. That's his first and a third on the Eagles. Good defense by the Bobcats with the steal, and then getting the foul on the layup attempt, or short jumper attempt rather, for Marion Jones. He's at the line for 2, where he is 8 out of 12 on the season. One of the Bobcats' leading scorers, DeMarcus Clark, unable to make it up to Jacksonville this afternoon. First free throw attempt from Jones off the front of the rim. 12-point lead for the Bobcats, pending free throw number 2. We have 7:54 left in the first half. Second free throw is good. So Jones on the board for the first time, and a timeout. 30-second timeout. That'll allow us to take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Bobcats. Usually start with our guests. They will play Trinity College of Florida on January 21st, this coming Tuesday night at 7. That is a home game for the Bobcats, rather. They will then travel to Lake City and Florida Gateway College, the other team that's a member of the Division II of the NJCAA's Region 8. January 29th, Pasco-Hernando will take on NAIA Weber International University, and then they will play Florida College again on January 31st. Next chance we get, we'll update the Eagles' remaining schedule in the month of January following today's ball game. 23-10, Bobcats lead, 7:43 and counting, first half. Randolph with possession. Battle at the top of the arc, hits Duncanson. This ball knocked out of bounds by Christian Anderson. Eagles have 9 seconds to work with, and Joel De Los Santos will come back into the ball game, and George Tusha will head off to make way for De Los Santos. Shot clock at 5. Duncanson pull up from the side of the lane. That one did not hit the rim. It went out of bounds, so 3 seconds for the Eagles to get off the shot. Have to be a quick inbound pass and a shot. Randolph for 3. It is off the rim and rebounded by the Bobcats. Provolone got up over everybody, and another very fast movement up the court, and the basket is good. That was Marion Jones with his first field goal. 3 total points for Jones and a 15-point Bobcats lead. Ball knocked away, grabbed by Duncanson. Just past the 7-minute mark, and this one goes through the hands of De Los Santos, saved from going out of bounds by Provolone. Bobcats lead by 15 and look to extend. Bobcats using up the shot clock. It's down to 13, and a steal from Battle. He knocked it away from the attacker. Trinity Baptist, chance to cut the deficit down a bit. It's at 15 right now. Randolph inside the paint. Finds Lewis, charges back inside the lane, and the layup no good. A lot of body contact. Officials letting them play on. 6:15 and counting, and DeReese misses the layup. A little frustrated with himself for not getting that one to go through. Duncanson dishes it off to Lewis, and a rejection by DeReese. That is a 6'7" sophomore, Daniel Buchanan DeReese. Played his high school ball at Wesley Chapel. DeReese out of Tampa, Florida. Has already made several fine defensive plays, including some blocked shots. Bobcats steal the inbound pass and get it up court very quickly, just past the 6-minute mark of the first half. Anderson will slow things down, back it up close to midcourt, and work it to the corner. Anderson now will draw the foul. That looks like James Miller will be called. That is his first. It is team foul number 4 on the floor. So Pasco will inbound right underneath the basket. Jamari Dixon heads onto the court. Trey Whitfield will head off, so it is Dixon, Pham, Battle, Duncanson, and Miller on the court for Coach Shepard. From the sideline, no good, and rebounded by Robinson. Long 3, this one right down the middle from Marion Jones. Gives him 6 and an 18-point lead for the Bobcats. 5:20 and counting left in the first half. Dixon thought about the 3. Instead, he found Pham on the right side. Miller in the corner, guarded well. Dishes it back to Pham. Battle underneath, is able to get the layup off the glass. (28-12). Bobcats lead. 4:49 left in the half. Dixon on the defense. Turnaround jumper from Jones. That one does not go. He chases it down in the corner and is able to get Provolone, who works it back up top. Anderson to Robinson, who runs the baseline and is stripped by Sam Battle. Loose ball and a collision, and Chris Pham will draw the foul. It is Eagles ball. And the foul called on Marion Jones, a third. His first and team foul number 4. Jones, a 6'2" sophomore, playing guard. He's from our state capital of Tallahassee. Robinson got a hand on it. Eagles keep possession. Duncanson, 3-point shot, a little too strong and wide to the left. Duncanson with 6 points so far. He now needs 27 to reach 1,000 for his career. The senior has played all 4 years here at Trinity Baptist College under Coach John D. Jones. Karim Shepard, Jeremy Bowles, and Chip Gauss Turnaround jumper off the rim and a great rebound by Duncanson. Long pass up court. Pham with the bounce pass to Miller. And James Miller on the board, his first basket of the night. James Miller right here in Jacksonville, able to get on the board. And we're going to have a foul offensive called. Reggie Prevalone with his second, and that will give the ball back to the Eagles. It's a 14-point deficit with 3:26 left to go in the half. Pham will work it up court slowly. Ball knocked down, but Battle's able to regain control. Battle on the free throw line, runs the side of the lane. He's looking for the foul. He did not get the call. Coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the first half. DeReese inside the lane, finds a man wide open in the corner. Now DeReese, pump fake. This is Jones for three. It's good. Marion Jones now with 9, and the Bobcats brought a pretty nice crowd with them up to Jacksonville. Good number of Pasco-Hernando fans here in attendance this afternoon. Jamari Dixon's three off the rim and rebounded by Marion Jones. 2:30 left until the halftime buzzer. Battling for the ball, is able to come up with it and avoid the travel as he got rid of the ball before he rolled over. Bounce pass back to Battle from Pham. Dixon tried to go 1-on-3, lost control of the ball. I believe DeReese was able to strip it away, but then Battle comes up from behind, returns the favor, and a whistle before Duncanson could get off the shot. That foul will be Marion Jones with his second. It is team foul number 6. So the next one will put Trinity Baptist in the 1-and-1 bonus. Compton back in for Jones for the Bobcats. Parrish Hobdy for Jamari Dixon for Trinity Baptist. Eagles inbound with 26 on the shot clock. Pham for three. It's off the rim. Pulled in by Nebula Robinson. 2.4 points per game average, but he has 13. And those came all in the first 10 minutes of the first half. Shot clock down to 14. DeReese takes the jump shot and hits for his first basket of the game, and it's 33-14 in favor of the Bobcats. Duncanson tries to go 1-on-2, lost control of the ball. Picked up, thrown up court to Anderson, and Chris Pham will be called for the block. Now we have another whistle as one of the officials points over toward the sideline. And Pham will be called for the technical foul as well after the play. So that will go as 2 personal fouls against Chris Pham. And that'll be 16 fouls total for the Eagles. Reggie Prevalone will shoot 2 technical free throws. On the season, he is a perfect 8 for 8 from the line. So the technical free throws will come first. Reggie Prevalone. First of 2 is a little too strong. Two regular free throws should be coming next, as number 2 from Prevalone is good. So Prevalone goes 1 for 2. And now at the line will be Christian Anderson, who is an 80% free throw shooting on the season. 20-point lead pending 2 free throws from Christian Anderson. This young man is from Tampa, Florida, 6'3" guard, and he hits the first of two. Joel De Los Santos in for Chris Pham. 1:10 left until halftime. Free throw number 2 coming from Christian Anderson. This one is good. So he is over 80% from the line now on the season. And it's a 22-point lead for the Bobcats, 36-14. 1 minute left right now. Tusha inside the lane, tries to give it up to Hamdi. It's stripped. Anderson tried to come away with the steal, knocked it out of bounds. And the officials will say to reset the shot clock to 30. Eagles will inbound with 54 seconds left in the half. Randolph, three-pointer, a little too strong. Pulled in by Hamdi. Turnaround jumper. And this one's out of bounds. Last touch by Randolph. And Pasco-Hernando will have possession with 42.5 seconds left in the half. .36 seconds and counting. Shot clock at 21, so Pasco will get off at least one shot. Prevalone back near midcourt. Bobcats working down the clock. 10 to shoot, 22 left in the half, and this one's out of bounds. Knocked away by Duncanson. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Bobcats. 20.5 on the game clock. Five seconds to shoot. DeReese guarded by Randolph. Gets off the shot in time. Off the glass and good. Three-pointer for Daniel DeReese. He averages 13 points per game. 4 seconds to go. De Los Santos does not get the short jumper. And that brings us to the end of the first half with the score. Pasco-Hernando 39, Trinity Baptist 14. Founded in Jacksonville in 1974, Trinity Baptist College has been a leader in providing quality Christian higher education in North Florida for 40 years. Trinity offers numerous majors including pastoral studies, missions, business, education, music, and many more. The college also fields a nationally competitive athletics program competing in the National Christian College Athletic Association. TBC also offers many outstanding online programs for adult learners. For more information, check out our website at www.tbc.edu. Trinity Baptist College, Jacksonville's Christian College. We'll break here and we'll come back with a couple of minutes left before we resume play, recap the first half, and get ready for more action here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Stay with us. Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College. There you see on the scoreboard, Pasco-Hernando leading 39-14 with approximately 3 minutes left until we resume play. Nemuel Robinson has 13 points for the Bobcats. He is followed by Marion Jones with 9, Reggie Prevalone with 6, Daniel DeReese has 5, Tobias Compton with 4, and Christian Anderson has 2. Jones, Prevalone, and Robinson each have committed 2 fouls for the Bobcats. Trinity Baptist, Marquise Duncanson has 6 points on a couple of 3-pointers. He now needs 27 more to reach career point total of 1,000. D.W. Lewis has 4. Sam Battle and James Miller have each put in a layup. Chris Pham, that is, has 2 fouls, one of those a technical, and 1 foul each from Jakari Randolph, Parrish Hobney, George Tusha, and James Miller. After today's ball game, as we said earlier, TBC will be in the South region for 8 of their 9 remaining regular season games, beginning with a trip to Trinity, Florida to take on the Tigers of Trinity College of Florida. That will be Thursday, January 23rd at 6 p.m. The next home game, it's actually a triple header with Toccoa Falls College. There is a junior varsity game scheduled for 2 p.m. The women's game the JV game at 12, the women's game at 2, and the men's game at 4. All 3 of those against Toccoa Falls College. That's next Saturday, January 25th. That's also TBC Eagles Hall of Fame Day. And Coach Jones and the coaching staff will honor the new inductees, don't want to give them away just yet, who will be inducted into the TBC Eagles Hall of Fame. January 28th, Trinity Baptist at Johnson University of Florida. January 31st, the I-10 showdown goes over to Pensacola. We defeated Pensacola Christian here earlier this week, this past Tuesday night, and the PCC Eagles will be looking to even up the score. Trinity Baptist will try to sweep that season series. That rounds out the month of January. Go to tbceagles.com for more information. And for Pasco-Hernando, it is bobcats.phsc.edu. Then you can click on their basketball page and other sports and view their statistics and schedules as well. Well, coming down to the end of the halftime intermission with the score 39-14 in favor of the Bobcats. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, our cameraman here at Trinity Baptist College. Glad you're able to join us here on the YouTube channel, TBC Eagles. We want to thank the technical staff of Trinity Ministries. We had some Wi-Fi issues earlier in the week. Looks like everything is doing very well here this afternoon. Thank you to Dante McNeil, Charles Anderson, and the entire technical staff here at Trinity Ministries at 800 Hammond Boulevard on the west side of Jacksonville. Head pastor Dr. Tom Messer leads a large pastoral staff. So if you're in the Jacksonville area looking for a good church service, check out our main campus at 800 Hammond Boulevard or at our Oakleaf campus at Enterprise Learning Academy on Old Middleburg Road at the Orange Park, Jacksonville border. And we are back underway here at Trinity Baptist College for the second half. Eagles with the inbound, looking to cut into this 25-point deficit. Randolph hits De Los Santos, a three-pointer a little bit too strong. D.W. Lewis, rather, with the rebound, but he is stripped away by Christian Anderson. Bobcats with possession. Compton with the shot. Does not go. Pasco-Hernando shot 47% in the first half. They hit 5 of 11 three-point attempts and 4 out of 6 free throws. D.W. Lewis with the shot. Second chance from Battle. And that one is knocked away by DeReese. Daniel DeReese played terrific defense in the first half. He blocked 3 shots and stole 1 and also assisted 3 other scores for the Bobcats. That's DeReese with the pull-up jumper. That goes high off the rim and out of bounds. Last touch by De Los Santos, so it will stay with the Bobcats. 8 seconds on the shot clock. DeReese gets between two defenders and hits a man in the corner. That is Prevalone. And a shot clock violation will turn the ball over to the Eagles, who had terrific zone and man-to-man defense throughout that exchange. 39-14. Eagles trying to cut into the deficit. Ball stripped away by Anderson. He feeds Robinson, and Marquise Duncanson coming up from behind with a beautiful defensive play. Robinson slowed down to try to get off a very good shot, and now we have a foul on the other end after Marquise Duncanson was able to make that steal, and that led to the foul called against Tobias Compton. That's his first. The basket was good for Sam Battle. He now has 4 points, and he's at the free throw line for the first time today. Battle on the season, shooting an even 80%, 28 out of 35. Here comes his first of two. Or check that, the chance at a three-point play did not go, but he got the rebound, and the Eagles drew the foul. That was called against Daniel DeReese. That's his first, and team foul number 2. And Battle will be back at the line. First of 2 this time, it's good. So as we said a moment ago, Battle coming into today's play, 80% on the season. Is now 1 for 2, has a chance to make it 2 out of 3. Number 2, this sequence is good. Sam Battle now has 6 points. Eagles get the first 4 of this half, but still trail 39-18. The ball went through the hands of Prevalone. Duncanson picked it up, found Battle, who fed Jakari Randolph with the layup. First basket for Randolph. He averages 3.7 and almost another steal for Duncanson. And we have a turnover as we have a carry violation called against Nemuel Robinson. And now the Eagles have scored the first 6 points and have a chance now to continue to cut into the deficit. It was 25 at halftime. It is now 19. Still some work to do, but we like what we're seeing out of TBC as we start this second half. Now we have a whistle, and the official is going to check with the shot clock. Eagles will inbound again. And the shot clock is being reset and run down to the low 20s. 23 seconds to work with. Ball movement to the top of the lane. Ball batted up in the air and pulled in by Nemuel Robinson. Three-pointer from the corner. That's Prevalone over everything. Anderson, though, chases it down, keeps it in possession. It did not hit the rim, so the shot clock continues. It now reads 14. This is Robinson from the line. No good. Rebound, Sam Battle. Duncanson up the right side of the court. Eagles work it to De Los Santos behind the arc. Just past the 17-minute mark of the second half. 2-on-1 defense against Marquise Duncanson. Duncanson being guarded by Robinson. Finds Randolph across the court, and this one knocked away. Anderson may have tipped it. And a very fast, no-bounce movement, and a rejection by Duncanson. Out of bounds. Pasco will keep possession. 16:44 left in regulation. And Tobias Compton back onto the court. Nemuel Robinson will head off. Robinson, the game-high leader at this point with 13, and all 13 of those came before the midway point of the first half. Started off red hot. 2-on-1 with the strip. De Los Santos and Dwayne LeGrand, but then the pass intercepted and right back to the Bobcats. That's DeReese. He will get the basket and a foul called on Sam Battle. That is number 1 for Battle. Team foul number 1 of the second half. For Daniel DeReese, his third field goal, one of those a three, and he's at the line for the first time. On the season, DeReese is 25 out of 46. That's 36%. Three-point play does not happen. First basket of the second half for the Bobcats, who now lead it 41-20. De Los Santos for three. It's good. That one looked like it grazed off the backboard and found its way through the cylinder. The 3 points on the board. First basket of the afternoon for Joel De Los Santos. The average is 8.8. Compton inside the lane, no good. Battle and LeGrand tip the ball around, and Battle pulls it in for the Eagles. Has one man coming up from behind, but is able to regain possession near midcourt. Duncanson, 1-on-2, and rejected by DeReese. That's at least 6 blocked shots for Daniel DeReese, who stands at 6'7". And we have a foul after the pass, and that's going to be offensive, called against DeReese. It's only his second, and it's team foul number 1 of the half. 15.5 left to go. Trinity Baptist had a very good start to this second half. Bobcats have answered with a basket, and at the moment it is 41-23. 30-second timeout called by Coach Michael Jones. If I have it correct, he has used both his 30s. Coach Shepard has yet to call a timeout for Trinity Baptist. Hey, baseball and softball season get underway very, very soon. In fact, TBC baseball will begin play on January 31st with a trip down to Miami, Hialeah to be more specific. Eagles at Florida National University on January 31st, and then a doubleheader on Saturday, February 1st. The first home baseball game will be February 7th at 7 p.m. against Columbia International. Softball team with new coach Miss Leah Bennett begins play on February 1st at home against Columbia International University. So baseball and softball for Trinity Baptist College just around the corner. De Los Santos pulls up at the line, hits Duncanson. Inside the paint, gets off the shot. Missed everything, and it was pulled in by Marion Jones. DeReese backs up behind the arc and hits the three-pointer. That's his second of the game. 10 total points for Daniel Buchanan DeReese. Ball knocked away, and then a whistle. That's going to go against Parrish Hobdy. And for Hobdy, that is personal foul number 2 and team foul number 4. Jakari Randolph will substitute in. Hobdy will head off. And for the Bobcats, Compton out. And it looks like Robinson back onto the court. 20-point lead for Pasco-Hernando. DeReese goes inside the lane, and offensive foul called will nullify the basket. We got the whistle right away, but a little delay on exactly what the call is, but that is number 3 on Daniel DeReese, and it is team foul number 2. So DeReese will head off in favor of Tobias Compton. DeReese in double digits with 10 points. The lead is 20 for the Bobcats. 14.5 left on the clock. Tusha hits Randolph, who runs the baseline. LeGrand inside the paint, a little bit too strong. Randolph with the rebound. Had a little trouble getting rid of the ball, but he found Duncanson, the three-pointer off the rim. And that's going to be off Pasco's Reggie Prevalone and stay with the Eagles with 16 on the shot clock. Now, the thing is, the ball hit the rim, but the shot clock did not reset. Tusha looking for Randolph, and the ball batted away and grabbed by Tobias Compton. This is Anderson for three to the right and out of bounds. Last touched by Compton, and it's Eagles ball. Chris Pham in, and it looks like Jakari Randolph will head off, or will it be Duncanson? It'll be Duncanson who checks out in favor of Chris Pham. (43-23) Bobcats lead. The clock reads 13:41. We're in the second half. The delay is for a reset of the scoreboard. Reset of the fouls. Pasco-Hernando has committed 4. Trinity Baptist 1 in this second half. De Los Santos up the left side of the lane. He tried to pass it off, but stepping in the way was Christian Anderson. That is Robinson giving it up to Jones. Prevalone's shot off the rim. Tracked down in the corner, kept alive by Anderson. 3-point shot off the rim. That was Marion Jones. From the corner of the lane, no good. Compton rebounds, and a collision will be the foul called against Jakari Randolph. That's his second and the second team foul of the half. 19 on the shot clock. Bobcats will inbound. Timeout called by Coach Karim Shepard. In case you missed it, Coach Shepard filling in for Coach Jones this afternoon, but Coach Jones expects to be back on the court Thursday night when Trinity Baptist heads down to Trinity, Florida to take on the Tigers of Trinity College of Florida. 12:59 left on the clock. 20-point lead for the Bobcats. Neither team has scored in the past couple of minutes. When we resume play, it will be Bobcats ball with 20 seconds put up on the shot clock. Stop and play was due to the foul on Randolph and then the timeout by Coach Shepard. He has used just one 30-second timeout. Coach Michael Jones has used 2 30s. Noteworthy assistant coach for the Bobcats, Mr. Larry Bem, as a former high school head coach, had 327 career wins with a number of different high schools, and because of that, Coach Larry Bem is a member of the New York State Basketball Coach Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Mr. Larry Bem. There's a three-pointer that hits off the rim and rebounded by Jakari Randolph. Mr. Nick O'Neill, also assistant coach for Michael Jones, who's in his 7th year out of Florida State University, and he started his college career at Pasco-Hernando. Alternating possession as men from each team put hands on the ball. Trinity Baptist won the, inbounded to start the second half, so it's Bobcats with the arrow. Fresh 30 seconds on the clock. 12.5 left on the game clock. Sam Battle heads over to the scorer's table, ready to check in at the next stop in play. Anderson guarded by Pham, and Pham knocks it away, but Compton's right there to pick it back up. And it looks like we will have a holding foul called against Dwayne LeGrand. That's his first. It's team foul number 3 of the second half. That one will be put on the board in just a moment. And LeGrand heads off. Sam Battle back onto the court. And a whistle. Not sure what the delay is, but Bobcats will keep possession. I believe the officials just making sure everybody was set. And Bobcats inbound, 12 on the shot clock. Running the baseline, turning around is Robinson. Layup no good, rebounded by Lewis. And we will have a foul called at midcourt. That will be number 3 on Nemuel Robinson. It is the 5th team foul for the Bobcats. They have 1 to give. Duncanson will inbound after the substitution that sends DeReese back onto the court. Daniel DeReese also with 3 fouls. No Eagle in foul trouble. Randolph, Hobdy, and Pham both have 2. That's a jump shot, 2 points just inside the arc for D.W. Lewis. He now has 6. The deficit now under 20. Stood at 25 at halftime. It's been a low-scoring second half after Trinity Baptist came out with the first 6 of the half. They strip the ball away. Battle goes all the way. The layup does not go. Second chance, no from Lewis. Missed opportunity for the Eagles. And the Bobcats will slow things down after they get the ball across the timeline. Anderson, toe on the line. That was a 2-point effort. And out of bounds, last touched by Jones. And Trinity Baptist has possession with 11:11 left in the ball game. Coming up on the 11-minute mark right now. Chris Pham with the ball, finds Battle. Just outside the lane, Battle goes inside and a foul. Tobias Compton with his second, sending Sam Battle to the line. Sam is 2 for 3 so far on the afternoon. Again, came into play today at 80%. 6 points so far for Battle. Sam is from Port Charlotte, Florida, enjoying his freshman season. 6', 3" guard and forward. First of 2 is good. Eagles were 0 for 2 in the first half. Now 3 out of 4 in the second. Number 2 for Battle bounces off the rim and drops in. 8 total points for Sam Battle. Duncanson knocks it away. Battle picks it up and scores the basket. 43-29, the deficit down to 14. DeReese loses the ball. Rolls around on the floor, is able to give it up, but then Randolph picks it off the floor. Duncanson to the hole, no. Duncanson comes from behind and steals. Duncanson now 4-3, a little too short. Into the hands of Kristen Anderson. Eagles on a little bit of a run. Got some momentum. The shot, though, did not go. A 3-point attempt from DeReese. And we have a whistle. Thought for a moment it might be a foul as there was a collision, but the ball landed out of bounds first. Last touched by Marion Jones. So the Eagles have possession, and Parrish Hobby will check in for Jakari Randolph. Kenton Bibbs unavailable this afternoon. Slight injury problem Thursday night in Lake City. Doesn't look too serious. Should be back onto the court before too long. That one goes out of bounds. Eagles have 19 seconds on the shot clock. 43-29. Trinity Baptist trying to mount a comeback. They trailed at halftime by 25. Lewis too strong on the 3. Bobcats work the ball toward the corner. This is Prevalone. And back outside. That one goes out of bounds. Duncanson knocked it out of the hands of Anderson. 16 on the shot clock. A substitution for each team. Compton out. Nemuel Robinson in. Pham out for the Eagles in favor of Joel De Los Santos. Shot clock at 10. Eagles with the tight defense. 5 seconds to shoot. Robinson up the left side, 1-on-2, and a blocking foul. Now, was it on or before the shot? They say the basket is good. And a foul will be called on D.W. Lewis. That is his first and a fourth team foul for the Eagles. Basket good for Robinson. He has 15. 16-point lead now for the Bobcats. Robinson a chance at a three-point play. He is 5 for 9 on the season, and this one does not go. Prevalone with the rebound. And that's DeReese off the glass. Even dozen now for Daniel DeReese. 47-29. Bobcats have scored the last 4. Ball stripped out of the hands of De Los Santos, but it looks like a reaching in foul will be called. Kristen Anderson with his first, and that should be a 1-and-1 for Joel De Los Santos. That's team foul number 7. First free throw attempts of the day for De Los Santos. On the season, he is a terrific 84%, 32 for 38. Front end of the 1-and-1 from De Los Santos is good. That's 4 points. And here comes free throw number 2. This one is good. So De Los Santos hits them both. He is the highest percentage free throw shooter on the Eagles. And now we have a full timeout with the score. Pasco-Hernando 47. Trinity Baptist 31. We will pause here and we'll be back in just a moment on TBC Eagles. Eagles trail 47-31, a 16-point deficit. Pasco-Hernando has possession. Joel De Los Santos went 2 for 2 from the line. The Eagles are 6 for 9 on the afternoon. Pasco is 4 for 8 from the line, but leads by 16. Long pass inside the paint. Prevalone gives it up to Anderson. A foul. The basket does not go, but Anderson will shoot 2. Foul called against Sam Battle. That's his second. It's team foul number 5. Anderson is 2 for 2. Both of those came in the first half. On the season, now 10 for 12, counting those 2 free throws earlier on. First one a little bit wide to the left and off the rim. De Los Santos back at midcourt for the Eagles. Now backing up. Play defense will be Nemuel Robinson. Free throw number 2 from Anderson is true. He now has 3, all from the line, and it's a 17-point lead for the Bobcats. Duncanson at the top of the arc, finds Hobdy. Jumper a little bit wide to the right and pulled in by the Bobcats, who get it all the way up the court very quickly. Hobdy comes from behind, contact, no call, work to the left corner. Battle guarding DeReese, and DeReese will get over everybody. Shot does not go, second chance misses, and we have a whistle underneath the basket. Jump ball, Trinity Baptist will have possession. .8:14 left on the clock and a 48-31 lead. Slight technical problem, just a moment. Everything back in order. That's De Los Santos running the baseline and drawing the foul. Foul called on Reggie Prevalone, and if I have it right, that is his third. De Los Santos hit 2 free throws just a minute ago. 84% on the season, and the first of these 2 right down the middle. Free throw number 2 coming from the freshman, and it's good. 7 points for De Los Santos. He is 4 for 4 from the stripe, and it's a 15-point lead for the Bobcats. DeReese in the corner, pull-up jumper. It's good. Excellent shot by Daniel DeReese. He has 14 points. Very fast ball moving up court. The layup, however, does not go, and this one is out of bounds. Last touched by the Eagles. So it's Pasco's ball with 7:42 left on the clock. 50-33, 17-point lead for the Bobcats. De Los Santos with the steal up the right side of the court. Reverse layup does not go. Eagles have missed some layups in the past few minutes. That's Battle. Inside, off the glass, no. And we have a foul as Battle comes away with the ball. We'll see who gets called. I believe that was Battle who was called for the reach-in foul. If I have that correct, that is number 3 on Sam Battle. Timeout. 7:20 left to go. Full timeout called by Coach Michael Jones with the score 50-33 in favor of the Bobcats. That foul was called on Sam Battle, so that's his third. Team foul number 6 for the Eagles. Pasco has committed 8. For Pasco, DeReese, Prevalone, and Robinson each have 3 fouls. And for the Eagles, Sam Battle has 3, and 3 players have 2. Randolph, Hobdy, and Pham. $7:20 left to go. Pasco with possession and the lead. Bobcats take their time getting up court. And Duncanson with the steal. Pass intended for Robinson, but then Duncanson loses the ball. Robinson finds a man open underneath, and layup is good for Reggie Prevalone. That is now 8 points for Prevalone. Prevalone, a 6'4" forward. Shot for the Eagles, drops in. Sam Battle now with 12. Anderson will be called for the travel as he tries to make his way inside. Parrish Hobdy back onto the court for Coach Shepard, and it looks like Duncanson will head off, and now Joel De Los Santos will come in for Battle. Official timeout. Making sure the shot clock is reset. So Eagles will inbound at midcourt. 52-35 is the score. Pasco-Hernando with the lead. Randolph finds Pham. Bounce pass to Hobdy. 1-on-2. Off the glass, and the basket is good. First score of the afternoon for Hobdy. He averages 7.5 points per game. Long pass to DeReese all the way up the court. Did not get it. He's wondering how that ball did not fall through. Randolph for three. Too strong. And off the hands of Hobdy and out of bounds. And it looks like that's going to be Eagles ball. Last touched, I believe, off Marion Jones. 21 on the shot clock. And this inbound pass knocked away. Still Eagles ball. Robinson got up in the air. Knocked it out of bounds. 5:45 left to go. And that pass behind De Los Santos. It was tipped out of bounds, however, by Jones. So a break for the Eagles. 16 on the shot clock. Trailing by 15. They've outscored Pasco by 10 in this second half. Three-pointer for De Los Santos. Looked good coming out of his hand, but just a bit too strong and off the back of the rim. That is DeReese with the basket. And that is 16 points for Daniel DeReese, 11 of those in the second half. Hobdy, turnaround jumper, off the back of the rim. DeReese guarded by two. Lost control of the ball, and this one is batted out of bounds off the hands of Randolph. Pasco has 41 rebounds. They have out-rebounded the Eagles, and the Eagles looking to make that comeback. Got it down to 15. It now stands at 17 with 4:54 left to play. 54-37 in favor of the Bobcats. Pasco had a good extended run in the first half to mount the lead. The Eagles, they have outscored Pasco here in the second half. Outscored them 23-15. We mentioned the gentlemen will travel to Trinity College of Florida. The Lady Eagles will do the same this coming Thursday night, January 23rd. The Lady Eagles against Trinity College at 4 p.m., just ahead of the men's game. We also mentioned earlier the triple header against Toccoa Falls College, a JV game for the men at noon, the ladies game at 2, and the varsity Eagles at 4 p.m. All three of those games are right here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. That's next Saturday, January 25th, beginning at noon. .20 seconds on the shot clock. Bobcats will inbound. 4:54 left on the game clock. That's DeReese, guarded by Hobdy. Robinson from the right side of the lane, no good. That one hit off the back of Robinson, goes out of bounds. Eagles waste no time getting the ball past the timeline. Long pass all the way across the court. Duncanson for three, it's good. That is 9 for Marquise Duncanson. 24 more to go to reach that 1,000-point mark. 54-40 in favor of the Bobcats. That's DeReese with the shot. 2 bounces off the rim. D.W. Lewis with the rebound. And the Eagles now trying to pull it a little bit closer. Still time left. Hobdy for 3. No. Battle, second chance. He'll draw the foul. Foul on Daniel DeReese. That is number 4. It is team foul number 9, and Sam Battle at the line. He has 12 points. He is 4 for 5 from the line. First of 2, bounces around and drops in. Battle now with 13, but a little more importantly, pulls his team to within 13. Chance to make it 12, and yes, he does. And Eagles have outscored Pasco by 13 in this second half. There's Robinson, the bounce pass to Jones. Jones shakes off his defender, three-pointer off the rim, rebound De Los Santos. Up the right side, ball, and a loose ball on the floor, grabbed by Duncanson. De Los Santos thought about the 3, got through the hands of Battle, and that ball's in the back court, and the officials are going to play on because the ball was tipped away by the Bobcats. Shot clock at 17, Hobney for 3 off to the right, and rebounded by Anderson. Coming up on the 3-minute mark, and we will hit that right now. 20 to shoot. Anderson stripped away by Hobney. Duncanson finds De Los Santos, thought about the 3, instead powers his way inside. It does not get the layup. Here's Anderson. Contact, no call, turnaround, second chance is good, and that was Marion Jones. He now has 11. His first basket of the second half. 56-42. The lead is 14 for the Bobcats. 2.5 left to play. Duncanson inside the paint. He will draw the foul and go to the line. Now, if I have it correct, that is number 5 on DeReese. Remember, the Bobcats have brought 6. No indication if that is foul number 5. Chris Pham, Jakari Randolph, and George Tusha check in for the Eagles. Marquise Duncanson at the line. These are his first free throws of the afternoon, and on the season, Marquise is at 79.2%. Duncanson now in double digits. DeReese still on the court, so that is foul number 4 on the big man. Free throw number 2. Duncanson hits them both. It's a 12-point deficit for the Eagles. 2.5 left. They're going to have to get some stops and get off some quick scores. And traveling violation. That will help the cause. Hobney and De Los Santos in for Randolph and Pham. Eagles trail 56-44. 2:19 left on the clock. Pass inside to Hobney, and Anderson got his hands on the ball to force the jump ball situation. The arrow is with the Bobcats. 2:10 left to go. Chris Pham and Jakari Randolph back in. Hobney will head off, so it's Randolph, Pham, Duncanson, Tusha, and Lewis, and a foul on the inbound pass. And that's number 7 on the Eagles. Chris Pham called for his 3rd. So 1-1 coming up for the Bobcats. It will be Reggie Prevalone at the line, where he is 1 for 2. That one miss in the first half for Prevalone was his first miss of the season. He is 9 for 10 overall. One and one. Prevalone doing the shooting. Front end is good. First one went through for Reggie Prevalone. Number 2 is good. Prevalone averages 2.5 points per game. He now has 10. This is a freshman from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Lewis, 2-point shot just inside the arc. It's good. And we have a timeout called by Coach Shepard, a full 60-second timeout. With the score, 58-46 in favor of the Bobcats, and $1:58 left on the clock, and we'll be back in just a minute. $1:58 left on the clock. 12-point lead for the Bobcats, 58-46. Daniel DeReese playing with 4 fouls. Tobias Compton, Reggie Prevalone, and Nemuel Robinson each with 3. Both teams in the bonus. Eagles are in the double bonus. Bobcats might try to slow things down and use up some of the clock with a 12-point lead. Duncanson on the defense at midcourt. Robinson will be called for the travel. Trinity Baptist now with a chance to cut their deficit down to single digits. Hobney and De Los Santos coming in. Chris Pham and Jakari Randolph are heading off. 1:46 left on the clock. Eagles really pulling close. Trailed by 25 at halftime. Trailing by 12 at the moment. They've outscored Pasco by 13 in the second half. De Los Santos, that's a 2. It's off the rim. Loose ball grabbed by Robinson. He will take it to the hole, draw the foul, and go to the line. That will be Sam Battle with his 4th. Robinson has 15 points, 0 for 1 from the line on the season with that attempt earlier in the half, now 5 out of 10. Robinson's first of 2 is good. Robinson hit his first. He gave the Bobcats a 13-point lead. Number 2 off the rim and rebounded by Duncanson. Long pass up the court to Lewis. Eagles work it back to Duncanson. And the ball batted away and grabbed by Christian Anderson. That is Hobney coming from behind, making contact and getting called for the foul. Fortunately, everybody is all right. DeReese hit the hard floor pretty hard and nearly hit his head on the bleachers. Very glad to see that was not the case. Well, he will go to the line for 1-1. Parrish Hobney, that's his 3rd foul. Eagles have now committed 9, so the next one will put the Bobcats in the double bonus. DeReese 0 for 1 from the line this afternoon. This one is good. 17 points now for Daniel DeReese. We'll go ahead and call him today's player of the game. In addition to the 17 points, 5 blocks and 9 rebounds. Thank you to Nathan Williams, the official scorekeeper here at Trinity Baptist College. 1 for 2 goes to Reese. 60-46. 1 minute left right now. Anderson with the steal. Gets it outside to DeReese and right into the hands of Sam Battle. 45 seconds left. The bounce pass to Lewis. De Los Santos for three off the rim. Chris Pham finds De Los Santos. Work to Battle. 3-point shot from the corners off the rim. And DeReese with the rebound. That's his 10th. And Anderson's going to be content to let the clock work down. 22 to shoot. Now 20 left on the game clock. A 3-second differential. And Chris Pham is going to reach in and get called for the foul. That's going to be number 4 on Chris Pham. Well, that is team foul number 10, so double bonus for Christian Anderson, who is 3 for 4 from the line. He is just under 80% on the season. 15 seconds left to play, and a first of 2, no good. Free throw number 2. Bounces around and drops in, so Anderson has a total of 4. And a 61-46 lead for the Bobcats. That's Tusha for 3 off the rim. Eagles have one last opportunity, and that one gets knocked away. That was DeReese, and that will be his 5th, and it will send Parrish Hobdy to the line. So DeReese will head to the sidelines with the game-high 17 points. Nope, my mistake. That was not called on DeReese. That was Anderson. Well, Parrish Hobdy will get 2 free throws either way. Nope, that was DeReese. Anderson went across first and then realized the officials, that was number 5 on DeReese, so Anderson back onto the court. And Parrish Hobdy sinks the first of 2. Hobdy on the season, 83% from the line, and he goes 2 for 2. 4 total points for Parrish Hobdy, and time will run out and bring us to the end of the ball game with the final score: Pasco-Hernando 61, Trinity Baptist College 48. A 13-point win for the Bobcats, who now go 7-11 on the season. Trinity trailed by 25 at the half, but put on a terrific run. That early first half run for the Bobcats turned out to be the difference in the ball game. Daniel DeReese led everybody with 17 points. Nemuel Robinson was next with 16. Marion Jones had 13, Reggie Prevalone 8, Christian Anderson 4, and Tobias Compton 4. Sam Battle led the Eagles with 14, Marquise Duncanson 11, D.W. Lewis 8, Parrish Hobdy 4, Joel De Los Santos 7, James Miller and Jakari Randolph each had 2. Well, thank you, Dean Bureau on camera. For Coach John D. Jones, he'll be back on the court next Thursday. Associate Head Coach Karim Shepard, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.